Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Schneider. Welcome to the Song Club.
I knew it was a bad idea to meet you here, my dear. 'Cause now that I've done it.
All right, here we are in the Song Club. Maybe we're here. I'm hoping we're here. Because I just did this whole show a few hours ago. And I thought we were here, but we weren't here because for some reason it wasn't recording the audio. Now, it said it was recording the audio. It looks like it's recording the audio now, just like it did before, but it didn't. So now I'm doing it for the second time, which I don't like doing because that first time was 100% pure gold. Is this time going to be pure gold? Probably. I mean, Usain Bolt, when he runs the 100-yard dash, you know, he's going to win the gold if it's, 14 years ago, whenever he was at the height of his, abilities. So yeah. Am I at the height of my abilities? Yes. In the same way that Usain Bolt was. Yes, of course I am. So, yeah, I'm going to win the gold. So no worries there if you're a listener. And if you are a listener, let me welcome you. Hey, welcome to the Song Club, where we're always winning gold and the birds are always chirping because it's a beautiful day, always, in the Song Club. You might be having a bad day. You might be feeling a little of anxiety. You might have a little bit of that ennui, if I'm even saying that correctly. But not for an hour, not for the next hour. For the next hour, we're going to sit back, smoke our pipes, maybe smell the roses. Oh yeah, let me smell this rose. What a beautiful day and what a beautiful smell. Anyways, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I want to thank everybody on Patreon. If you're a Patreon supporter, thank you very much. If you're not, you can easily join today by going to patreon.com/Bob Schneider and signing up. You'll get my new record, which just came out last month on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, you'll have to wait at least 2 months to hear it on Spotify. Who wants to wait? I don't. Do you want your groceries in 2 months or do you want them right now? I want them now because I'm hungry. And I'm hungry for some new B. Schneider music because there hasn't been any in a while. I mean, of course there is every month on the Song Club. And in fact, this month is no different because last month we featured all the tracks from the new record. This month we've got all the new songs from 2021 that I wrote. And there's some good ones here, gang. Some real winners. I know some of you might be like, but Bobby, how do you know they're real winners? Because you wrote them. Isn't it hard to be subjective or objective? I don't know the difference between those two words at all. Hardly. I mean, I think I do. But the same way I know the difference between left and right by holding up my hand and looking at my hand, and one makes an L and the other one doesn't. And so I go, that must be left. But it's not like right or wrong. It's not like I go, I don't, if I didn't have that reference item, the letter L on my hand, I wouldn't know the difference between left and right. Is there a difference? No, it's made up. Everything's made up. It's just like go left. And then we had to learn that direction because if you went right accidentally, there was a bear and he ate your hand. And now you're going, I don't know which way is left and right because the bear ate my hand. Actually, at that point, you've got the bear direction and the not bear direction. So then somebody says, go left or right. And you go, I don't know what left or right is, but here's my hands. One's not there because the bear ate it. You want me to go where the bear ate my hand or where my hand is still, where it didn't eat it? Actually, if the guy who wrote language had his hand eaten by a bear, that's what we would say. That would be the direction. Hey, how do we get to Cheesecake Factory? Go up there and take a bear. Or go up there and don't take a bear. Yeah. So that's the way language gets made. Here's what you get at the Song Club. You're getting, of course, some of the best music available that I wrote, but then you're also getting like new information about the world, which, Jesus Christ, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want more information? And not only is it more, it's better. So you're welcome. Let's just get into the songs. Here's what I've decided to do. I know on some of these song clubs, I tend to like schlip, schlap, schlibbity, schlap, do a little winking and a rolling, or whatever you call it when you just talk a bunch. And, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to get right into the songs this week and just get into them. Oh, the other thing I got this new microphone stand, and it's real tall. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, what's up with that microphone stand taking up so much of Bob's face? It's because I can't get in any lower. So it's pretty high. But the good thing about it is covering all of my gray in my beard. So if you're looking at this on YouTube, you're like, what happened to Bob? This is the youngest looking Bob I've seen in a year or 4. It's because all of the gray is gone. Now I'm the youngest guy doing podcasts, pretty much. I'm the youngest man who's in his late 40s doing podcasts on YouTube and everywhere. So I feel good about that. I wish there was a category in the Grammys for the youngest guy doing podcasts who's in his late 40s, because Jesus Christ, that would be an easy one to win. Almost as easy as all the other categories that aren't, top 40. Bobby got them sour grapes. Why? Because I haven't won any Grammys? I've won more music awards than anybody else. That makes me better than everybody. I ain't got no sour grapes. When you're better than everybody, you don't have sour grapes. All your grapes are sweet. Sweet and green. Do you need to wash them? You betcha. You better wash them grapes, boy. Yeah. See, more information. That's what you need. So let's get right into it. This first song, this is probably the best of this is my favorite of the bunch. It's called Cops and Robbers. Cool title. Cool title. Right? Yeah. You're right. Let's check it out, and then after we check it, boy, we'll talk about it. Let's do it that way. All right, here we go. Oh, let's listen. Let's turn the volume up, boy. Let's crank this beast.
I'm not your first choice. I'm sure there's someone who you've got your eyes on. Someone exciting and new. But I own the bank, bitch, and I make the money to buy this house and everything in it. And cops and robbers play with guns and gold, and they're never doing what they're told. And I don't like this getting old, but there's nothing I can do about it. And there's not much difference between the good and great. It's almost too small to put your...
Oh, damn. I'm rehashing some of that information that I was doing on, what's it called? Oh, Flower Parts, where I'm talking about the difference between whatever, good and great. It's cool. I feel like you can go back and revisit some old material. And when I say material, I mean, like subjects. You don't have to like create a new subject every time you write a song. Because there's only a few subjects. There's 3 really. Food, love, sleep. Those are the 3 subjects when you're writing music. And if you're not talking about one of those, you're probably not writing music. Like, I know some people are like, well, I have a song that's not about one of those 3 subjects. And I'm like, well, check into what you're doing, because you're probably not actually writing music. I don't know what you're doing, but are you winning any Austin Music Awards? Probably not. Why? Because I'm winning them all. Because I'm playing by the rules. Sleep, love, food. The 3 subjects of real songwriting. So that's that. Let's get right into the next. You know what? Usually these podcasts last an hour. This one's probably going to last like literally 8 minutes, even though we've already gone over 8 minutes. But it might be clocking in somewhere around that. By the way, I already did a whole podcast. I did a whole podcast. The only problem with it, there's no audio. Now, do you want to look at me on YouTube for an hour where it looks like I'm talking and talking about these songs, but you can't hear the songs or me talking? Yeah, probably. Probably do. But here's what I am. A pro. I'm not going to put that out there, even though I know people want that. Even though I know people is like, well, just put it on. I'll just put it on. And it's because it's me. It's Bob. I'll watch that for an hour. Even though he's not saying anything. Even though I am. It just didn't work. Didn't work out. And even now, I'm like, is this working? Is this recording? I mean, obviously, if you're hearing it, it did work out. But I'm in the past. I'm stuck. I've got one foot in the past and one foot in the future. The foot in the future is the foot that you can see right now. But the one that's doing the talking, the one that's making the magic happen right now, that foot is in the past, where I am right now. And right now, I don't know if this is working or not. I swear to God, if it's not working, though, I'll be upset. If it's not working, what I will do is I will come back and I will just take this track. I will take this podcast that doesn't have any audio, and then I'll just record audio on top of it. Kind of like they do in Kung Fu movies. So, I mean, you're in the future. You know what's going on. Is my mouth moving with the words that I'm saying? You can't tell because this mic is all covering my face, but I kind of have a little bit of the Howard Stern. Like, I get it now. Like, Howard Stern wears sunglasses, which I should definitely start wearing. Because I've got some bags. Like, I'm ready to go grocery shopping at this point. Now, does it make me look distinguished and fucking hot as the goddamn sun? Yeah, it does. Do I like it? No. Because in my mind, I'm still like in my late 20s, not my late 40s. So when I see it, I'm like, who's this fucking Sean Connery fucking sex machine that I'm looking at? Oh, that's me, but a little bit older than I thought I was. So anyways, I guess I could be wearing glasses. And then I've got, obviously the mic's covering up the gray. I mean, Howard Stern didn't cover up his gray. That shit's fucking straight up dyed. His shit is dyed, boy. If I'm ever on Howard Stern, you know how like grills people? I'll be like, hey, bitch, shut up. I'm about to grill you on your hair because that shit's dyed. And he'll be like, yeah, of course it's dyed. Of course it's dyed, motherfucker. And then I'll be like, oh, I've never heard you use the word motherfucker. And he's like, yeah, I'm so upset right now. And then he would grill me. Oh, it would be hard. It would be rough. Maybe I won't do that, actually. You know what? Let me not even think about Howard Stern. Let me think about the next song. So I wrote a song called Anxiety Attack. Because I've been having some anxiety. So I sent out the phrase to the group and I was like, let's do Anxiety Attack. And they were like, I was like, who cares what they say? Oh, now? Oh, you know what's going on now? That's really amazing? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh man, I'm starting to get upset. My camera wasn't focusing on me. It was focusing on my fucking steel drum. Because obviously it thinks my steel drum is somebody's fucking face. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Anxiety Attack. So I wrote this song called Anxiety Attack. And it is what it is. But then here's what I do when I write songs. Here's what I'm going to do right now for you guys. Peel the curtain back so you can see into the kitchen where all the shit gets made, all the magic. So come with me. Here's what I do when I write a song. I'll write something, and then sometimes I'll like do that for a while, and then it's not really, I'm not feeling it, and then I'll put it aside and I'll do something else, and then and sometimes that's not working, then I'll try something else, and maybe even that's not working, and then I'll try something else, and eventually I'll get a song that I like. I know some of you are like, wait a minute, Bobby, are you telling me that the songs that you write aren't the first thing that come into your brain because it sounds that way? I know it does. But no, I take time, I'm a pro, and I work on it, and I get it. Perfect. Chef's kiss, perfect. But what I did on this Anxiety Attack, I'd written all this stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put it all together. I'm going to mash it all together and create this one super song. So that's what I ended up doing. This song came clocking in at 27 minutes and 11 seconds. Now, is that the longest song I've ever written? Yeah. Is it the longest song ever written? No. But it's in the air, the thin air of song lengths. I will tell you that. You know, you got like some dudes like Strakovsky, you know, composers where their name ends with an I, and they might have written a song that's that long, but it's been 100 couple years since that happened. But I'm taking the classic, and I'm putting the 2021 in the classics, boy. That's right, I got the classical moves. Is this a song about sleep, love, or food? Of course it is. Jesus Christ. Who are you dealing with? You dealing with B. Schneids. So let's check it out. So here's, of course we're not gonna, how about this? What if the song club was me listening to a 27-minute song? Here's who's not listening to that. You or anybody in the world. So we'll just check into it. We'll start it, and then I'll skip ahead so we can, so you can see what's going on. It's not like it's 27 minutes doing the same thing. That would get real old. All right, here it is. So yeah, so it starts out and you're like, okay, yeah, it's like a punk song. I get it. Cool, punk. Ooh, yeah, I like that guitar, boy. He's got that moves, boy. Punk style. I'm liking this. Oh, by the way, I am including the original 2-minute version of this song, so you'll have both, the long one and the short one. What?
Everything's closing in. Oh my God, oh my God, better be burning. Let me feel more stunning. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack. Anxiety attack.
So I know you're like, what? What does he say? I can't understand the lyrics. Well, I'll tell you what I did. Originally, when I wrote that song, I was writing it I was recording it a lot slower than that. And then so what ended up happening was I ended up speeding it up in Logic, which is the DAW that I use. And then sometimes when you speed it up a lot, like I did on that song, it kind of messes with the actual audio, and so it did that. But I kind of like that effect, so I kept it instead of re-recording it. So that's why it's doing that. So all right, let's check in. Now we're at the 5-minute mark of this song. Let's see what's going on here at the 5-minute mark. Oh shit, now we're, hello, Einstürzende Neubauten, fucking German, industrial German metal. This is shit I used to listen to in college. Experimental music. Experimental music. This is me in college. I thought somebody was in my studio and I realized I thought there was a fucking monkey in my studio or some other wild animal. Turns out that's on the track. Jesus Christ. What if that was actually in my studio? Oh, I'd be so scared. I was literally so scared for a second. Oh, what's that? Fucking rat-tat-tat? Is it a fucking monkey with a gun? All right, as you get, look, this is like a Guy Ritchie movie, this song. All right. Jesus Christ. Here's what I know. If you're in the Patreon and you get this one song, you've got all the value for the year. I don't know what level you're at, but just this one song basically is the cost of being on Patreon. I mean, this is priceless. Okay, let's see what's going on. This is like actually like, this is like a movie that only a few hundred people will ever see. It'd be like if Steven Spielberg made Jurassic Park and then released it to his Patreon, and you're one of those people, and then you'd be like, Jesus Christ, I saw this movie called Jurassic Park with Jeff Goldblum. It was so good. And then they're like, how do I see that? And you're like, well, you got to go to patreon.com/Steven Spielberg, and he'll fucking give it to you for, you know, whatever your monthly rate is. And I'm like, that's too much. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to watch it. And all right, let's check in. So now where are we at in this song? This is 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Let's see what's happening sonically in this song. Oh shit, see, so it's completely morphed into something. This is the romantic breakup interlude part of the song. I'm telling you, when you, after you've you'll listen to the whole song, you'll be like, you'll put it on, you'll be like, okay, I'm in, I'm gonna listen. By the end of this song, your life you'll have learned all about what life is, pretty much. This is somebody here who is lost in love, and they're coming out of it, and they're rebuilding their life from the ground up, musically. And then it's the music, the story is being told musically. Am I Spielberg? No, not Spielberg now. Am I Spielberg in the 80s? Yeah, that's who I am. I'm the late 70s, early 80s Spielberg of music. Does Bon Iver want to be that? He wants to be, but he's not. Is he the John Cassavetes? Yeah, he is. But I'm the fucking late 70s, early 80s Spielberg. We're gonna need a bigger fucking earpod, bitch. You're going to need a bigger earpod, you son of a bitch, for this song. AirPod, we don't need no stinking AirPods. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, I know some of you guys are gonna take this audio and you're gonna like superimpose it on top, because you're gonna be like, I liked it, I liked the original, but I also like the Song Club. All right, it's almost too much. I'm getting emotional. That's almost too much emotion. All right, let's check in. So where are we at? Let's check in at around. All right, let's check in. Let's try 19 minutes. So here we are at 19 minutes. Let's see. 19 minutes, and we still got 8 minutes to go. Let's see what's happening here. Oh shit. This is like what's that Christopher Nolan movie where Inception. This is like where he's on the beach in Inception and he wakes up and he's like fucking 8 dreams in. Like time for him, like 1,000 years is like a 1/8 of a second in real life at this level. I know, dude, at 20 minutes you're looking at your nails and you're like, I need to clip my fingernails at this point. We're still in the same song. And I know some of you are like, hey Bobby, there's no music. Yeah, there is. It's the music of life. And then I know some of you smarty pants, you think you're going to trick me. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Bobby, Sound of Life, that's not one of the 3 song groups. It's not Life. Oh, it is. See? I got you. It's food, love, and streetwear. Is this one of those? Yeah. What do you think the guy's wearing who's walking down the street? Streetwear. Is that a street? Is he wearing something? Yes, streetwear. Streetwear. I guess I should remind you, if you guys want some streetwear, you can go to bobschneider.com and get some of that swag, boy. Get some of that real life streetwear. That says FAYM, and then explain that to all your friends, whoever they may be. All right. This is the part of the song where we're like, it's good. It's fucking good. But let's move on. Let's check in. Let's go to, where do we want to go now? Let's go to towards the end. So now let's go to like 25 minutes in. So we're still got 2 minutes left. Let's see what's happening here. Oh shit. This is that whole end scene in Inception where they're popping up through the dreamscapes. Is that a trombone? Yeah. Is that multiple trombones? Oh yeah. Are you asking yourself, can Bobby Schnitzknackers play a goddamn trombone? And the answer is yes. Is he also playing some kind of a flute? Yes. Is he playing a trumpet? Yes. Is he playing what sounds like some kind of Chinese cymbal? Yes. Is he playing all the shit during this part? Yes. Is this song called Anxiety Attack? Yes. Am I experiencing some anxiety? No. Because the song is so fucking good. How could I? I had anxiety before I started listening to it, and now all I know is the pure joy of listening to music made by a motherfucking pro. And I know some of you out there are like, what about these other motherfuckers who are also pros? And I say, fuck those motherfuckers. I don't give a shit who they are. Are they writing a 27-minute song? No. Did Bob Dylan just put out a song that was 17 minutes long? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Did that song suck? Yeah, it did. Did my song suck? No, it did not. That song just ended, though. 27 minutes. 27 minutos. Holy moly. And we only listened to a few minutes of it, and it was still enough to make me really respect myself as a songwriter. Jesus Christ. It just doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. Man, I'm looking at my live stream and I'm like, it won't tell you if it's recording audio. And you're in the future and you know that it is recording audio. But I'm in the past. I'm half in the past, half in the future. And I don't know. And I don't like the feeling. But you know what? I'm just gonna fucking move on. So yeah, so that song is called Anxiety Attack. There's 2 versions. There's a 2-minute version for the kids, and then for the adults, 27-minute version. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's listen to another song. These are all brand new, all written by yours truly. This one's called Constellation. Let's listen to it, and maybe I'll talk about it while we're listening to it. Maybe I'll wait until it's over and to talk about it. Well, let's check it out. Here it is, Constellation. Oh, more piano. Oh shit, are we in the 90s? This is some smooth jazz style shit right here.
We'll always be together, we're like a constellation. Cause you're my Janet Jackson, I'm your rhythm nation.
This is like fucking 4 p.m. in Ibiza.
Tell me something I can believe.
1998, 4 p.m. Ibiza.
Tell me about the maces up your sleeve.
Is there not a man wearing a Speedo? No, everyone's wearing
Found
Speedos.
myself falling through the floor, but now I don't know who I am anymore. When I saw you by the pool, table tried to keep my cool. Baby, don't leave me hanging in the sun.
Where are the ladies?
I did all the math and your numbers won.
Damn, we're by the pool in Ibiza, 1998, 4 p.m. Ordering a drink, 3rd drink of the day already. Too many drinks for that early. It's gonna be a long day, long night. Yeah, the Constellation.
When I open up my mouth, sometimes the crowd goes crazy.
Damn, that's you know who that guy is? That guy that's like singing is a straight up insane person. That's a straight up like insane person singing, and it's me, of course. But man, Jesus Christos, Misos Christus, Mesos Christus, movale. Such a beautiful day with all the birds. It really is. Such a relaxing song club. Oh, there's Bessie being milked. Oh, it got dark. It got dark so soon. Let's listen to another song. So, all right. So far, musically, we have spanned the gamut musically. Like, I know there's some people that are like, oh yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I'm diverse. I mean, I don't want to say it. I'm forced to say it. I'm forced to say it just by the rules of logic. Fuck those people is how I have to say it, because what we've done is we've traveled on a planet called musical Jupiter, and most people live in a town called. I try to write songs that are different, but I can't. And yeah, we're on musical Jupiter, so it's a wide world with a lot of musical possibilities, and we're exploring all of them. So let's listen to another song. This one, I feel like those other songs were a little bit heavy, on the heavy side. This one's just light and fun. Let's just have some fun. You need some fun songs, workout songs, just songs to hang out, enjoy your life.
Bruh, yeah.
Yeah, this one. It's nice.
Bruh, yeah.
Called Word Born. It's nice.
Bruh, yeah.
Bruh, yeah.
Bruh, yeah.
Yeah.
Said did a lot of thinking in the morning.
It's nice. It's fun. Chill.
But not a lot of thinking at night. She did a lot of drinking at the table. Said a lot of things that just weren't right. Mama make a batch of margaritas by the poolside. She do a little day drinking sometime. Always singing songs by the Bee Gees.
Oh, the Bee Gees, saw that documentary.
Get it wrong most all the time. falling, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna fall all over you. Word born.
Oh, there's the trumpets.
Word born. The llama's all orange, but it sure looks safe though.
Now, did I take an old Nancy Sinatra classic and update it for the new millennium? Oh, yeah, you know I did, son. Updated it. Now, am I paying anybody royalties for that? No. Because because there's like 10 people who are ever going to, you're one of them, 10 people that are going to hear that song. So, now, do I want a lot of people to listen to it? Yeah. I mean, there'll be a time in the future, probably after I'm, in the next world, where people are going to be like, they'll discover B. Schneider. And they'll discover you guys too. They'll be like, oh, there was this group, the Patreon group, that knew what was up. They knew what was up with this guy. So you guys will be famous too. Because they'll be like, oh yeah, this is one of the greatest creative minds of the 21st century. If that is indeed the century that we're in. Just enjoying this rose, the smell of this rose. Oh, it's so beautiful. Anyways, yeah. So you'll be, you'll be part of that group. When they unearth all this stuff, they'll be like, oh, how did the world not know about it? I mean, the world knew about these other people that were like a hundredth as talented, but we knew them better. But we missed this one for the most part. So that'll be part of it. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just enjoying today. I'm enjoying now. I'm enjoying the birds and the beautiful day. Let's listen to another song. I love this next song. It's called New Mexico. Now, do I just love it because I wrote it? Yeah, of course. It's like when you have a baby. You look at other babies and you go, those other babies. Those other babies. My baby. My baby's perfect. Oh, look at my baby smile. Oh, my baby make a little smiley face. Look at the other baby. Oh, it's ugly baby. And then, of course, you don't say that. You go, oh, yeah, baby's very cute. You have a cute baby, but inside you're like, ooh, that's an ugly baby. But my baby, very cute. At the right angle. And, yeah, so songs, everybody likes their own shit. No different. Now, do I like some of my songs better than those? Yeah, of course. But, it's hard to, it's like if you have like a kid that became the captain of the football team and then another kid that became the captain of the basketball team, and then another kid that became like the captain of the debate club, and then another kid that became president of, the chess club. You're proud of all of them. And that's what my songs are. My songs are leaders of industry. They're the ones that charge ahead, that bypass all the, they're the Usain Bolts of songs. And so, yeah, they're going to do well. And especially if you compare them to other songs, you're going to be like, well, Jesus, of course, they're so much better than most songs. I get it. But I digress. This song, New Mexico, I like it. It's a good song. Now, it starts off, the lyrics are, we went deep into Egypt, and then blah, 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 some other shit after that. But you're like, what's he talking about? I'm using a metaphor, and I got the metaphor from this Richard Brautigan poetry book I have called Rommel Drives Deep into Egypt, which makes no sense. But if you know Richard Brautigan, then you'd know that his stuff doesn't really, it makes sense, but it's very, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Random. Like all his shit's super random. Anyways, I have a book of his poetry. He's one of my favorite poets. His poems are very short. They're usually funny. Sometimes it's just the title of the poem. There's no actual poem. And that's the poem. He wrote a book called Trout Fishing in America. That's probably his most famous book. Rommel Drives Deep into Egypt. Has got just a picture of some random chick on the cover. Probably some chick that he was trying to have sex with. Probably did have sex with. and just put her on the cover because he could. Because it's the 70s, too. He died pretty young. I would say he died in his 40s, but maybe... I don't think he made it to 50. Interesting looking fella. I've looked at his picture quite a bit. Anyways, if you enjoy poetry, if you enjoy a good laugh, if you enjoy me, you probably like him. Check it out. Richard Brodigan. And thanks for... I don't know. I guess giving me that line. I mean, obviously... He didn't make that line up. Somebody said it, but that's where I got it from. Let's listen to it. New Mexico.
We went deep into Egypt. She laid her body on the chart. Put a kiss upon his lips and left her never look back. We went deep in Egypt, setting fire to the hills. It's amazing what you see with the right set of pills. She took her clothes off, said let me know when we get to New Mexico. Yeah, we went deep into Egypt. She wore father's hat, the one that he gave her before the eyes turned black.
Oh, yeah. I just watched The Terror on Hulu. It's called speculative fiction. Or speculative historical fiction, where an actual historic event happens and then nobody knows what actually happened, and then people write about it. And this guy, Dan Simmons, who wrote one of my favorite science fiction books, Hyperion, wrote a novel called The Terror about these two ships, the Terror and whatever the other ship is called. In 1854, these two ships left England to try to find the North Passage, which is... They were trying to find a passage through the north, like going straight up towards the North Pole and then hoping to get to China that way. Turns out if you go that way, you're just run into ice. There's nothing but ice up there. You can't get through, I don't think. Anyways, these ships just did what all the other ships did, which was just get stuck in the ice, and then everybody died. Never heard from again. So this guy wrote a novel about what could have happened, and then they turned it into a really nice miniseries on Hulu. I'd highly recommend it. It's got great actors. A lot of people from The Crown are in it, if you like The Crown, which had some good acting in it. Am I all of a sudden, have I changed the hat that I was wearing from songwriter extraordinaire to movie critic diplôme? Yes. But I'm going to take that hat off and I'm going to put on my songwriter extraordinaire hat. Because that's what this is. It's the song club. It's not the movie club. Now, could I start a thing called the movie club, and would everybody want to be a part of that? Yeah. But here's what I like to do also in life. I like to share. Yeah, you're welcome. I like to share the world. And there's a lot of people, who don't have musical talent or any talent at all, and they have movie podcasts and they do their movie thing. So I don't want to infringe on their audience, steal their audience away just because I have talent and good looks, just because I'm just because my body mass index is at such a level that I actually can cut in line for the vaccine. But yeah, exactly. That's another story altogether. Let's listen to another song. This one's called All We Can Do. It's kind of jazzy. And I don't even think I start singing for a while. This one clocks in at 6 minutes and 39 seconds. What is this, a Led Zeppelin record? Speaking of Led Zeppelin, I never listened to Led Zeppelin growing up. Missed the boat entirely. But then I watched the making of Led Zeppelin 4 But it wasn't even the making of. It was just a bunch of dickheads talking about the record who had nothing to do with the making of the record, and they didn't have any of the actual musicians. But I watched it for some reason. I think I was just too lazy to get up and find the remote or whatever, but I watched it, and some of the music on the album is amazing. I was like, Jesus Christ. These songs are incredible. So I put it, I'm like, I got to listen to this record on Spotify. So I put it on Spotify, and the first song's like Black Dog, which is incredible. And then the second song's Rock and Roll. Been a long time since I rock and roll. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys are good. And then the third song is basically a giant shit on a plate. It's basically a giant fairy shit. It's like a bunch of fairies took the juice in Alice in Wonderland so that they could grow to be the size of an elephant, and then took a fairy shit on a plate and served it up hot and fresh and said, "We're Led Zeppelin. Enjoy." And then I was like, yeah, that's why I don't listen to fucking Led Zeppelin. Because their shit is a fragrant when it's not good. When it's good, it's also fragrant, but in a good way. All right, let's listen. Having said that, let's listen to this fucking charmer of a song, All We Can Do. And we'll listen to the beginning of it. And then, oh yeah, you see, it's real jazzy. I'm gonna cut ahead to where the vocals, I don't think the vocals even started for like the first 4 minutes or something. But it's pretty cool. Like, you could put this on. It's kind of like that other one, that Ibiza 1998 4 p.m. by the pool. This is fucking Western Massachusetts. Fucking 1981 at a lawyer, like a sex club for lawyers. And it's, I'm gonna say 5:30 p.m. All these songs are they're like afternoons. Like, this is a song that you would listen to in the afternoon. Like, this would be you're smoking a cigar, you're talking, the business day is just finished. You've just overcharged all your clients for unnecessary litigation. Feeling pretty good about it. Your pants are full of your dick and your balls and your legs. Like, basically your pants are just full of dick and balls and legs and pussies too, because it's the 80s. It's not the 1880s. There were ladies that were litigators at the time, and man, they had their pants on too, and their pussies and legs were all stuffed into their pants. So you're listening to this music at the lawyer's sex club or whatever it is. Got all your shit all inside your pants, just fucking all in there, and you're just fucking drinking something like I don't know, like an iced tea or something. Oh, and then the fucking sax comes on. You're like, oh my God, is that the dude from the E Street Band? No, it's Bob Schneider playing fucking virtual sax on the keyboard like a goddamn hustler, like a fucking busker from Europe, making euros, boy. While you're walking around checking out the shops, I'm making euros. I got a hat full of euros, bitch. Woo! God damn! I got some euros. I can buy some McDonald's. All right, let's All right, let's move forward in the song, because, I mean, that's great. That's wonderful. I mean, that's so good. All right, so let's check in back at about the 4-minute mark and see if there's any singing going on. All right, it broke down real nice. So this is late. This is probably like, the song started about 5:30 in the afternoon. Now, this is probably about 9:20 in the evening. Now, all the pants are gone. All the pants have been taken off. Everybody's stuff, their pussies, their balls, their dicks, they're all on the floor or on the couch or in somebody's, hair or something. So that's all every kind of like, like when you looking for a sock or something. And
I'm like rubber, you're like glue. What bounces off me, it sticks to you.
Oh shit, really?
I free my mind most every
So I'm just coming out hard with some shit right there. Like you've been waiting for a while for some lyrics? Here you go. I'm coming hard.
My mind most every
I free my mind most every day. Look at that. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's some pro shit.
Everything you know
This is definitely post-coitus right here.
is old as snow that fell so long.
Oh, dropping knowledge like snow.
This empty road, you find yourself apart.
It's for the lonely people. It's for the lonely people. Got to write some songs for the lonely people every once in a while. Yeah.
Your feet take you.
Oh, my wife just came in right in the middle of my podcast. What's going on? How you doing?
I want to bring Scarlett to New Orleans, actually.
Well, can we talk about it? I'm right in the middle of this podcast, and I'll be done fairly soon, and we can chit-chat about it. I brought about another 5 minutes, and then we can chat. So I know some of you are like, hey, Bobby, why don't you just edit this podcast? Then you can talk to your wife and then come back. Because I don't do it. This is unedited. This is the way I do it. I do it unedited, son. Anyways, we're almost at the end. We got one more song. It's called Lord of the Vampires. And we'll end the podcast with this. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on Patreon. If you're not a supporter and you want to get these songs, including my whole brand new record, which came out last month on Patreon, you can get it months before it'll be on Spotify. Go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bob Schneider, and you can join today. And you can get all that stuff. You can also join me on Monday nights for my live stream. I love doing that. A lot of you listeners on this podcast join me on Mondays, and I love it. We've got a good thing going every Monday. It's like a get-together with the family. And if you want more podcast action, because this podcast comes out at the beginning of every month, but if you want more podcast idge, you can check out my other podcast with Clint Wells called I'm Okay, You're Okay, I'm Not Okay, You're Not Okay. That comes out twice a week in little 30-minute bite-sized chunks. And that also has a Patreon too. So you can become multiple Patreons if that's what you feel like doing. Anyways, thanks so much for spending time with me here in the Song Club. I hope you have a wonderful month. I hope all your dreams come true. I hope that you find other songwriters that, even though they're not as good as me, you can write them and say, hey, I know you're not as good as Bob Schneider, but I like you. Kind of make them feel good, but also kind of make them feel bad because they're not me. Which is, I appreciate that. So let's listen to Lord of the Vampires, and we'll have this song take us right out of this old song club and into whatever you're going to do next with your life. Here it goes. Let's listen to a litty bitty bit of it, if we can. I almost made a mistake, but I try to keep these shows mistake-free. Here it is, Lord of the Vampires. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Already we're taking a musical journey again.
I made friends with the Lord of the Vampires to protect me from the evil day. We hung out in a church graveyard. There wasn't much left unsaid. At the time it seemed like a pretty good plan. There's always something attractive about a powerful man.
Oh, yeah. All right. On that note, we'll see you soon.